Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Glad to be back in town, even if just for a couple of days. A long week on the road of basketball coverage, including the girls' state tournament that wrapped up on Saturday afternoon. Lincoln Northwest High School, not the place Bridgeport had in mind for Saturday action, but after the overtime loss to Adams Central on Friday, it was a third-place game for the Bulldogs. All things considered, a pretty game effort. Down by 7 after 3 quarters. They outscored Malcolm 28-9 in the fourth to pick up the double-digit win. Bridgeport finishes the year at 26-1. Ruthie Loomis-Girdle goes out the second all-time leading scorer in girls history in the Panhandle, trailing only Jordan Hooper of Alliance by 4 points. She finished with 18, 18, and 12 in the 3 games in Lincoln. Also at the girls' state tournament, it was Sidney earning their first win at state since 1984 as they knocked off Beatrice in round 1. Scottsbluff just couldn't muster any sort of offense, nothing going or working against York in that first round loss to the Dukes. Elkhorn North went on to win Class B for a third straight season, and Layton dropped their first round game to eventual state champion Falls City Sacred Heart. Well, the boys' state tournament is coming up this Wednesday through Saturday. We'll have the Scottsbluff Bearcats throughout their run. Coverage on 107.3 The Trail, the stream online. They'll open against York as well. That'll be Thursday night in the late game at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Other teams from the region making state tourney appearances are Sidney in C1 along with Ogallala. They're the 2 seed in that C1 bracket. Those two would play in round 2 if both win their openers. You've also got Gordon Rushville in the C2 bracket coming up this week. And for WNCC from the weekend, a pair of free throws in the clutch in the final second for Biko Johnson. That was sending WNCC through in Region 9 postseason play, 87-86 over North Platte. The Cougar men heading to Casper now for the quarterfinals of the Region 9 tournament. That'll be on Thursday. Cougar softball, they dropped all 4 games at Highland in Kansas, while the baseball team fell in a doubleheader yesterday to Otero. Same 2 teams there as those two wrap up that 3-game series a bit later on today. That is the latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.